Serving the internet.
Wingstop is ready for 420 Day. That's putting it bluntly. Advertising in the EU is getting tougher. TikTok made me buy it. And Sonic branding is big for small business. It's Thursday, April 20th, 2023. Time to nerd out.
Ad Nerds Podcast.
The Ad Nerds Podcast delivers ad industry news every weekday. We are the go-to source for people who spend money on advertising, covering big brands, small businesses, and the latest marketing trends. It's me, Spanky Moskowitz, the show's host, and a nearly 40-year veteran of the ad industry. I've created campaigns for Budweiser, M&M, Frito-Lay, the NFL, and NBA. I've created over 100,000 ads, earning hundreds of billions in client revenue. If you're in or interested in the world of advertising and want to stay up to date with the latest news, the Ad Nerds Podcast is the place to start.
Ad Nerds Podcast.
Wingstop is bringing the heat today, 420 Day, with their hilarious training video for staff. Now, they know that their customers are going to be on another level today, so they are getting their team ready for the onslaught of giggly, confused, and overly chatty peeps. And let's be real. We've all been there before.
It's that time of year again, 420. Today you will encounter some customers who have partaken or partoken in today's festivities. As Wingstop's Director of Hospitality, it's my job to prepare our team to serve as blazed, glassy-eyed guests who are going to have a wicked case of the munchies. Here are just a few types of situations you'll encounter in the days ahead. Can I interest you in a Wingstop hot box? He'll be ready to order in no time. Would you like sauce or dry rub? Here's a classic line stopper. The type of guest that's easily overwhelmed by too many options.
Mango habanero?
So they'll appreciate your suggestions. You look like you'd enjoy our new Wingstop hot box. It's chicken covered in spicy, cheesy dry rub, drizzled with lit ranch, and topped with a natural herb seasoning.
You're telling me the Wingstop hot box is only available for a limited time?
We've got a chatty Charlie on our hands. He's got a lot of interesting ideas he wants to express, but you've got orders to fill. What do? A, gently interrupt. B, blow his mind with some existential musings of your own. C, gently redirect him to his order. D, all of the above. Time's up. If you answered all of the above, you just might be Team Member of the Month.
I'd like to open a checking account.
Sir, you're in a Wingstop.
In that case, I'd like a Wingstop hot box.
It's in your hand. You're holding it.
Ah, right. I'll see myself out.
As you can tell, 420 hits a little bit different. Here are some do's and don'ts to help you navigate this wild holiday. Do, maintain a chill, hip, professional vibe. Don't get uptight. Do, make every guest feel welcome. Don't harsh anyone's mellow. This concludes our 420 training.
The video is legit funny, with the guy playing Malcolm Hempstead, Wingstop's supposed director of hospitality, dropping some mad tips for the counter staff to survive the crazy day. The high customer characters are also on point in this video, bringing some serious laughs. It's all wrapped up in a retro look with some cheesy graphics, making it feel like one of those old corporate training videos. But that's not all. Wingstop's also got this new menu item that you heard about for 420. It's called the Wingstop Hot Box, and it's available today through Sunday, and it's supposed to satisfy all your munchy cravings. We're talking about a spicy, cheesy, salty, even some natural herb flavors, okay? The dish is chicken tossed in a spicy, cheesy dry rub and fries drizzled in a spicy lit ranch topped with hot cheese puff dust and a natural herb seasoning. Michael Skipworth, Wingstop's president and CEO, said that they take flavor seriously, especially on 420, and they're going all out this year with the Wingstop Hot Box. But you know the drill. Be polite when you're ordering and don't be one of those overly chatty customers in the training videos, okay?
Ad Nerds Podcast.
Sometimes you need to be careful about what you say, especially if you're a business or a business owner. The European Union, the EU, is thinking about some new rules for political advertising. Now, we know that political ads are important for candidates to get their message across, but sometimes businesses also talk about political issues in their ads. Well, The EU's new rules are meant to make political advertising more fair and transparent. That means everyone knows who's behind an ad. That's good. But the rules might also make it hard for brands to talk about important issues like climate change or diversity and inclusion. That's because the EU's policies are pretty broad. They include any ad that tries to influence an election. That means a lot of issue-based ads could be considered political, and it could change depending on what's happening in different countries. Another problem is that the rules could apply to non-paid ads too. So that means that if someone posts something on social media about an issue they care about, it could be considered political. Now, I personally don't think that that's a fair use and a fair way to manage things, because people should be able to talk about important issues without worrying about breaking the rules. So what does this all mean for businesses that advertise across the EU? Well, it means they've got to be careful about what they say in their ads. They have to pay attention to elections happening in different countries, and they have to figure out if their ad is political or not. This can be really difficult, especially because the EU doesn't give a lot of guidance on this. Last night, I went down a rabbit hole and reviewed several of our ads, and at least 15 of them could be considered political under the new rules, but they aren't political at all. You know, I talk about one, the carbon impact of zombies is 0. So let me know if you need an EU ad review. My team and I can do that for you. Back to the story, though. Some businesses might just decide not to talk about issues anymore, and because they don't want to get in trouble, which really isn't good, because businesses should be able to talk about important issues and inclusion and diversity and the environment if that's kind of part of their ethos. The EU needs to think carefully about these rules. They want to make sure everyone knows who's behind an ad, but they shouldn't make it hard for a business to talk about important issues with these new regulations. It's important to have different voices in public discourse. Otherwise, we end up in an echo chamber. So we can all learn from each other. We can make the world a better place. Anyway, I'll keep you updated on this story as the rules change and hopefully become a little bit clearer. Coming up, TikTok made me buy it, and they're making people buy lots of stuff.
Ad Nerds Podcast.
Are you great at running your business? Well, how about marketing it? If you're like most small business owners, you're great at the thing your business does, but not so great at figuring out how to market it. That's where Ad Zombies comes in. We help your business sell more. Ad Zombies writes ads, emails, web copy, sales pages, radio and video scripts. If it needs words, Ad Zombies has them. Go to adzombies.com today. Use promo code NERDS to save 20%. Ad Zombies. We write words that sell anything for businesses anywhere.
Ad Nerds Podcast.
I cannot begin to tell you how many times I have discovered a new gadget in the kitchen, and my wife Allison will say, TikTok made me buy it. Does this happen to you? If you've ever seen influencers on social media promoting products and think to yourself, I need to have that. Well, PearPop, an influencer marketing platform, is taking that idea to a whole new level by promoting fake products. That's right. They've made up 20 fake products like a green lipstick, a pear-shaped speaker, and what they're doing is asking their community of 225,000 creators to promote them on social media. Now, you might be wondering why they would do this. Well, it's all about generating buzz and interest in products, real or fake. PearPop believes that any product can go viral on TikTok, even if it doesn't actually exist. So they're playing off the massive growth of the hashtag TikTok made me buy it trend, which means that people are easily influenced by what they see on social media. The goal of PearPop's PearPop Drops campaign is to demonstrate their ability to generate buzz around a brand or specific product and directly impact sales. They want to show that their community of creators can make a brand famous, even if it doesn't exist the day before. Now, you might be wondering what happens when someone tries to buy one of these fake products. Well, if you try to view the information about the product or put one of them in a shopping cart or buy it for yourself, you'll be taken to the campaign's landing page, which reads, Fake products, real results, underscoring influencers' ability to move consumers to a brand's website or an online store. PearPop has prioritized courting creators rather than brands over the last 2 years. They act more like a two-sided marketplace. They allow creators to access paid opportunities to collaborate with brands on social media content. They're essentially providing brands scaled on-demand influence when creators choose to submit social media content through them. So, to kick off the PearPop Drops campaign, PearPop chose 1 to 2 creators across 5 product categories: beauty, food and beverage, technology, consumer packaged goods, and music. And the creators are going to feature physical versions of the fake products like makeup collections and fast food meals in their social media content. So the next time you see an influencer promoting a product on social media, remember that it might not actually be a real product. Small business owners, you guys can really take a page out of PearPop's book and create your own unique and engaging campaigns that grab attention and stand out from the crowd. Remember, by using humor, creativity, and unique visuals, small businesses can generate campaigns that resonate with their target audience and generate buzz around the brand just like big ones. Additionally, small business owners can use the hashtag TikTok made me buy it trend to take advantage by creating content that showcases their products or their services in a way that resonates with the platform's younger demo. And they can also encourage their customers to share their experiences with products and services on social media using the same hashtag.
Nerds Podcast.
So MotorTrend is this car lover's brand that has been around since 1949. Now, they usually have these shows where mechanics are fixing up cars in garages, but they're trying something new with their latest show, Super Turbo Storytime, STST. Instead of showing off shiny car parts and grease-covered mechanics, they're just telling stories.
This story is about
the guy who was driving the Ferrari.
That is the birth of low riding.
no way.
To be a visionary, man, sometimes you gotta get your hands dirty.
Larry Finotto. The way he designed cars was to make them look fast.
Slow down. This is like the Cannonball Run on steroids.
Oh, that's some baller stuff.
Do you know who James Dean is?
Porn star.
Nope.
Not the way I saw this ending. This is Super Turbo Storytime.
In the first episode, a comedian and YouTuber shared some cool car facts. They talked about how the Indianapolis 500 race got started and how Henry Ford needed help from the Dodge brothers to start his company. The MotorTrend boss, Alex Wellen, said that they're trying to appeal to more people who like cars, even if they don't know how to fix them or race them. That would be me. It's just fun. It's a fun way to talk about cars and to listen to stories about them. Even people who don't own cars can still enjoy talking about them. The only problem is that it's hard to find old footage of the things they're talking about. So MotorTrend asked Titmouse Studio, yes, I did say Titmouse Studio, to make cool animations to go along with the stories, and it's working. A lot of people have been watching the show on MotorTrend TV and MotorTrend Plus, and they're adding it to their free streaming platform, Fast TV. So the show might not be as popular as Top Gear, but people seem to like it, and there are even more people who want to share their car stories. So maybe there will be more episodes soon. Coming up, Sonic branding, jingles,
Nerds Podcast.
and stingers, just like that one. It's the sound of business. What can a kid teach you about spending $5 million? Watch a kid pack a great snowball. They squeeze out the fluff, pack it firm, tight, and hard. Whether you spend $50 to advertise or $5 million, take this lesson to heart. The sales message you deliver better be packed firm, tight, and hard. All the fluff squeezed out of it. It can be the difference between a solid campaign that hits hard and sells and one that falls apart. Get Words That Sell Anything, the flagship copywriting course from Ad Zombies, and watch your words pack a punch. Go to learn.adzombies.com. Use promo code NERDS and save 20% on Words That Sell Anything today.
Nerds Podcast. Ad Nerds Podcast.
So WPP, a big advertising agency and marketing company, just bought Sonic branding company AMP, which helps other companies make sounds that people can associate with their brand. This can be like a catchy tune or a cool sound effect that makes people think of the brand when they hear it. Just think of that noise you hear when you launch Netflix. Dun-dun. That's my really bad version of it. Earlier this week, I shared some of the Sonic branding I've done over the years for companies like Budweiser and a DC air conditioning company called Alltech. I've literally made hundreds of jingles and Sonic brands over my 38 years in the business, and they have tons of value for a business. First of all, it helps people remember the brand and feel good about it. It can also help a small business stand out in a crowded market and show off their personality and their values. Plus, with more people listening to audio content like this podcast, and using voice assistants, having a unique and recognizable sound can help small businesses get noticed in lots of new ways. So sonic branding and jingles can be really helpful for small businesses to build their brand, stand out from the competition, and connect with customers in a fun and memorable way. That's it for the Ad Nerds podcast for Thursday, April 20th, 2023, 420 Day. Spanky out! Light 'em up and enjoy your munchies.